All right, man. So I don't have a webcam today. I'm recording from a different setup today. That being said, we got Vivek Ramaswamy today, um, saying that he's looking forward to the debate with Kamala Harris. Interestingly enough, I mean, he obviously hasn't been selected as the vice president, but we'll take a look at this, and then I got a couple more slides for you guys to look at. But let's start out with this little clip here.
Never in American history have we had a party in power that has tried to remove their opposition from the ballot. So you know what? I am a little bit worried that this could be the last Democratic election we have.
That's a really good point that he's making there. You have the Democrats consistently saying that Donald Trump is the biggest threat to our democracy whenever they're the ones that are constantly trying to remove him from the ballot. If the people want him to be the nominee, if they want him to be the president, they should let that be fair and be what it is. And we will see when the election comes up. See what else he has to say.
Never in our history have we had a president in power that's using the powers of prosecution against the very guy who's running against him. So you know what? Maybe I do agree. Maybe I am worried that this could be our last Democratic election. See, Kamala Harris, when she's saying she met with 150 plus world leaders, I was actually surprised. I didn't know she could count that high. And this woman, take it seriously. She's in charge. You brought up AI. Kamala Harris is literally the person in the United States of America who is in charge of AI policy.
Right.
And I'm quite certain the woman cannot spell AI.
Yes.
So in her case, I don't.
Let me pause this here real quick. That is actually true. She is the one in charge of AI policy. Surprisingly enough, she's probably being paid by a bunch of people. I mean, we even saw Elon Musk bring up his lawsuit against the company he helped found. I don't really see much of what she's doing. If we were to look it up now, we could probably find some information on it. It wouldn't be much of what she's doing, to be completely honest with you.
I don't think she's worried this is going to be the last election America has. I think she's afraid this is the last election that she's going to have. And I think that's really what's on her mind. And God bless this country.
I hope you get to debate her. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Well, we will have some fun with that whenever that day comes. I'll tell you that.
Ooh, broke some news here. He's the new VP. No, I'm kidding.
50 years from now.
Yeah.
50 years from now. So I do wonder if him and Donald Trump have had the conversations yet or not. If he is going to be the nominee, I highly doubt it. Strategic wise, I mean, he is a minority. I do see that, being a good choice, but I probably see him going more towards a black person, not only both strategically, but someone that I believe he can let take control after he truly believes. There's a couple guys out there that fit that category. I don't see him choosing a woman. I don't. Although again, that's another strategic move that he could pull off there. But let's move over to this clip that I got here. This is just another clip of Vivek talking about a debate, but this is between Trump and Biden, which I believe the Democrat Party came out and said they're not going to have one, that they're not gonna allow him to debate, which honestly would be very sad to see, as there's always debates every election year between both parties. I mean, it kind of goes to show where Joe Biden stands mentally. If they're not letting him come out again, you can pump him with all you want, but whenever it comes time to debate, especially with someone like Donald Trump, who has those tendencies to troll somebody, get under their skin, I believe they don't even think he can hold up with something like that.
5 major news organizations just signed an open letter calling on both Presidents Trump and President Biden to have a debate ahead of the presidential election this year. And for once, with the media, I actually agree with them. This is important for the country. We're about to select a president at one of the most perilous times in our nation's history. We're skating on thin ice as the United States of America. We're deeply divided. I don't think we're as divided as the media teaches us to believe, but we're taught to believe we're divided, which has an effect on the way we think about our national division. Now is the time more than ever that we need more speech, not less speech. More debate, not less debate. So whether it's Trump or Biden, I think it's perfect for these networks to call on both candidates to step up to the plate and do what's right for the country. State your views. Acknowledge that most people in this country may not agree with every last thing you have to say, but that's okay. You don't have to agree with the presidential candidate on everything, but you do have to know that they're giving you what they believe 100% of the time. And no better way than to suss out the authenticity of a presidential candidate than on a debate stage. I was on a debate stage
Exactly.
for the first time, by the way. I've never run for office.
If they put Biden up on the stage, what he is and what's truly even left of him will actually come out. And that's kind of what the Democrat Party is trying to avoid.
Before. But I think those Republican presidential debates were productive for the candidates who were on that debate stage. People will say, oh, well, Trump didn't participate there. Well, he was, let's be really honest, 50, 60 points ahead of everybody else. But now you have a close presidential race. Yes, President Trump is leading in many of the polls now, but by and large, a close presidential race that the public deserves to be able to have all of the facts they need to make their decision for what will be one of the most consequential elections in American history. Whether you're on the left or right, it doesn't matter. That's something we should all be able to get behind. And dare I say, unite this country around making debate itself great again.
That being said, where do we currently stand? Here's just goes to show where I guess the people stand on both Trump. I guess obviously this is in Florida, so that's already going to be a red state. But Trump, Vivek was also there with him. They were able to raise, it was more than 50. I think it was 50.5 million dollars for their campaign. In that same weekend, I believe Biden was only able to raise 25 million. And it was not only Joe Biden; it was Biden, Obama, and somebody else. I don't remember who else was there. It might pop up here. Yeah, it was three of them though, and I don't remember exactly who it was. But yeah, that's all we got for you guys.